The Indian Head Rough Rider Sweets in Cigars in Robusto 5x50. This is Superdan's review of Thus Cigar. This cigar has a silky smooth smoke and has a sweetened tip. Where most cigars that are sweet hide the lower quality tobacco, this cigar instead uses a high quality blend in this long filler blend of Cuban seed. The cigar utilizes an Ecuadorian wrapper with the filler blend of Piloto Cubano and Criollo 98, making it an extra special smoke. This is a mild cigar with natural tobacco flavors with a bit of sweetness, notes of honey, wine, and a sugary cane note to bring the cigar all together, and it is more than an exceptionally low price. The binder and filler is Dominican Republic. The country of origin is Dominican Republic. Without any further ado, let's get this review and smoke on. Light her up! Hello! Yes, we are in a car. We're going to try something different this time, guys and gals. This is Superdan, Healing in the Desert. How y'all doing? Thank you for joining me on another exciting review, cigar review. Cigar number 3? It's cigar review number 4, dummy. The Mutante Lanzado, you forgot. But whatever, you do what you want. We are going to be reviewing the Rough Rider. The Rough Rider cigar in Robusto. Rough Rider Sweets cigars in Robusto. Oh my God, so exciting. It's ridiculous. So you may be asking yourself a question. Hey, Superdan, why are you going to review a cigar in your car? And the answer is because my time is limited. I just got off work and I felt like, what the heck? Let's try to do something different, folks. Don't be scared. There's nothing to fear but fear itself. And I won't take 100% of that quote. I'll give some of it to that other cigar smoking gentleman, Winston Churchill. But yes, we are going to smoke up, light her up, the hold on a second. Ooh, what was that? Oh. Hold on, guys, I'll be right back. As I said, nothing to fear but fear itself, except when you drop your lighter on the street. So, the Rough Rider, Dominican Republic binder, Dominican Republic filler, country of origin Dominican Republic, Ecuadorian wrapper, Cuban seeds. What does that all mean? It means it's a good cigar. It's a premium cigar. That's about it, you know. There's a lot of fancy lingo for a cigar. Now, before I light this, let me tell you something. I bought a box of 25 for $69. I think $70 around there. That's $2.80 a stick. You can't beat that price, ladies and gentlemen. For a premium cigar, you can't beat that price. Unless you go to your local gas station. Maybe you might be able to beat it. Maybe. It's an excellent price. And I've smoked a few of these already. And I can tell you, you smoke it and you know right away you're smoking a premium cigar. You're not smoking paper and confetti. This is a Robusto size, like I said. I like Robustos. We already know why, because I think 45 minutes to an hour smoke is perfect. 2 hour smoke is very long for Superdan. There's times when you want to do a 2 hour smoke, but you know, I like the 45 minute to hour ballpark. I like the size of the Robusto. I tried Coronas. Coronas are fine, just a little too quick, you know. But sometimes that's good too, you know. It all depends, ladies and gentlemen. There's no right or wrong. There's just better or worse pertaining to the situation that you are in. Anyway, there's some things I want to tell you. All right. These have a sweetened tip, okay? Now, not all sweetened tips are created equal, okay? I've had 5 of these. 2 of them were okay, you know, not bad. And 2 of them weren't so good, and 1 of them was just plain not good. I didn't like the sweetened tip at all. And this is from a guy who very open-minded to sweetened tip cigars, infused cigars. If you got it, I'll smoke it. But the thing is, I don't know what they're using to sweeten this tip, but have you ever licked the back of stamps or the back of an envelope and you taste that glue on your tongue? Now take that glue and put a little bit of sugar on it, and sometimes that's what it tastes like. It's not good. Overall, it's not good, and I would say to the creators of Rough Rider, make it good or don't do it at all. You know, make it taste like a good sweetened tip, like for example the Drew Estates Isla del Sol, or some of the acids. Make it a good sweetened tip like the Drew Estate cigars, or don't do it at all. But I know why they're doing it. See, Superdan's smart. I know why they're doing it. And I know why they peddle this as mild when it's not really mild. It's really a medium cigar, and it goes to medium plus at the end. And I know why they do that too. They're trying to cater to new beginner smokers. Simple. They're marketing to beginner smokers. They want this to be the intro cigar. They know a lot of these cigars are going to be passed out to friends who are new to smoking, and this could be their first cigar. That's why they're doing it. In Superdan's opinion. And we all know what opinions are, right? Right? I'm not claiming it as fact, just Superdan's opinion. Having said all that, it's a good smoke. And you know, you'll notice a quality smoke when you smoke it. The tobacco's delicious. I am not a big Connecticut guy. Okay, this is an Ecuadorian Connecticut wrapper. You'll taste the Connecticut. You'll smell it, the barnyard and the hay. But you also smell that delicious tobacco inside it, and you know it's going to be a good smoke. You know, so let me stop babbling at the gums and pontificating, and let's light her up. Very good beginning draw on it. Spice. I taste that Cuban seed. I taste a good tobacco. I get that sweetened tip, okay? And that sweetened tip stays for a long time, actually. It stays longer than the Drew Estate Isla del Sol Robustos. This sweetened tip, you'll taste it pretty much throughout the whole cigar. I think I missed a spot here. Lots of flavor. The tobacco's delicious. That sweetened tip is a real bummer. And I do know a way you can kind of diffuse that sweetened tip, for those of you who aren't digging it either. And what I did is with I think my 4th cigar, the 4th time I smoked this, Yeah, you get that spice. You get a coffee aftertaste, which I like. But I'm also drinking coffee, so that could be part of it. It's good. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I dipped my finger in a glass of water and kind of just gently watered the part where my lips were going to touch and suck. And that really helped get rid of that sweet tip. It diminished it greatly. So that's just a little bit of advice, but be careful. You don't want to soak it. You just want to gently rub it around and you'll get rid of that sweetness for the most part. It'll still be there, but it'll be very slight. Good smoke output. My car is full of cigar smoke. Kind of a sweet licorice flavor. A little bit of leather. No earth. I'm not getting any earth. I'm not getting any dirt. I'm not getting any ash. I'm not really getting a lot of hay and cedar. It smells like you smell it on the cold smell, and you smell hay and cedar, but you light it up and you barely taste that at all. Smooth. Why they call these Rough Riders, I have no idea, because this is a very smooth smoke. Very smooth cigar. It's unbelievable for a $2.80 cigar. A single will probably be what, $3 to $3.25 is my guess. Under $4 easy. Like I said, I bought a box of 25 Robustos came out to $2.80 a cigar. This is pretty good. This is very good. All right, well, I'm gonna put this chariot in gear and start heading back to the Casa de Presea, and we will talk a little bit more about this Rough Rider cigars and anything else that we wish to talk about. Oh yeah! So I wanted to show you guys real quick in case you were doubting that I live in Las Vegas. There you go. That's the M. See that? Not the M Casino, but the M Miracle Mile shops, but right next to that is Planet Hollywood. There's a Bellagio. There's Cosmo. There you go. Exciting Las Vegas action. There's Bally's. There's Dre's. There's Giada's Restaurant. Cromwell, Flamingo, Mirage, Caesars, and you get it all, brother. So I don't know if this is the first review ever in a moving car, first cigar review ever. If it is, I'll take the credit. You could say Superdan was the first. But we are getting down the pole now. We're probably down almost to the 1/3 mark. I would say that I'm getting like a sweet honey taste to this, like honey, sweet honey on tobacco, good tobacco type of taste on here. It's very pleasant, a very pleasant taste. I'd say strength is mild plus to medium weak. Smoke output is terrific. Burn line is very nice indeed. Almost straight as a razor. Huh. $2.80 cigar. Go figure. Amazing. Enjoyable smoke so far. Superdan likes it. And once again, I am not a huge Connecticut guy, but this could be a good go-to cigar. Oop. Oh. All right, well, there's some limitations driving while doing a cigar review. That's one of them. See, I don't have my my clipper. I had a clip thing that clipped on the phone, and it would just stay locked in place in my car. And I think I broke it and threw it away a long time ago when I was doing a lot of vlogs, and I was doing a lot in the car. Because, we spend a lot of our time in the car, believe it or not. A lot of our times of our lives is spent in a car going from A to B. How much time in our lives average is spent in a car? I don't know. But I bet it's a lot. I bet it's a lot. I want to take this time real quick to mention that the next cigar review is I'm going to pop a question. All right, we're going to have a cigar giveaway. I'm going to give away one cigar. Likely it's going to be either the Rough Rider Sweet cigar, or it's going to be a Drew Estate Isla del Sol cigar, or I might surprise you. You don't know. But you gotta be 21 or over, and you gotta be in the continental United States. Come on, I had this working, but it's being a pain in the tushy. I had so those are the qualifications. Got to be 21 or over, and you got to live in the continental United States. And you got to have some type of address I can mail it to you. Okay. No cost to you. Superdan will cover the cost of the cigar, cost of the shipping, and everything else. Shipping and handling, everything else. Let Superdan take care of you. Why am I doing it? Because it's fun. If this wasn't fun, I wouldn't be doing it. That's for sure. That's for darn sure. If you don't believe that, you don't know Superdan very well. So that's what we're going to do. That'll be cigar review number 5. And we'll give away a cigar. Maybe I might give one away every 5th review or something like that. Something to make me different. Something to make me stand out a little bit from the other guys. And I know the other guys do giveaways as well. I'm not the only one. I got to be honest there. But I will be one of them. So there you go. See, it pays. It pays to watch Superdan. It pays to be a subscriber to my channel. You know. Absolutely. So I'll be right back. Yeah, I gotta keep my eyes on the road here, huh? So Superdan here. We're smoking the Rough Rider Sweet Cigar in Robusto. And here, let me turn on the light. I don't know why I turned that off. Still enjoying it, man. And as you can see. As you can see, the burn line is razor sharp. Perfect. No problems at all with this burn line, which is really nice. So I don't have to touch it up and get the cigar hot. That's good. We're driving home right now and doing a cigar review. It's kind of fun. It's kind of different. I just wish I had the holder for my phone. I might order one when I get home. So we can do this more often and do it a little better, than having to grab my phone, having it fall all the time. Although that's kind of fun too, right? You never know when the phone's gonna drop. Drop it while it's hot. Drop it while it's hot. All right, sorry. I just showed some of my whiteness there. At any rate, still getting that sweet honey on top of good tobacco with spice. A little bit of peppers, like cayenne peppers, but maybe not as strong. Not as strong as cayenne. It's not burning at all. I'm gonna try to do a big retrohale and see if it's burning me. No burn, just sweetness, but that could be the tip too. I almost sometimes feel like I'm smoking candy, but once again, that could be the sweetened tip. Let me roll up this window. That could be the sweetened tip. Enjoyable smoke. Wow, what a great $2.80 smoke. This is something I wouldn't mind giving out as gifts at work to friends and colleagues. I think it's safe enough. It is not as mild as, say, the Isla del Sol that we reviewed, but it's pretty good cigar, pretty good starting cigar for somebody working their way from beginner to intermediate. It's a good choice. What a time for sports, huh, guys? What a time for sports. If you're into sports at all, any type of sports, right now we got the NHL season just started, and my Golden Knights, my Vegas Golden Knights, dropped an egg today on their opener at home, and it was painful. I wasn't able to watch the whole game. I was working, but I saw enough. And I'm sure they're gonna fix their wrinkles. I hope so, because the next 5 games or so are going to be away. So we'll see what happens with my Knights. But we got the exciting baseball playoffs, where I think baseball is the best, is when it's in the playoff mode, when the stuff is on the line. You know what I mean? The season's too long. You got to agree with me, people. The baseball season is too long. Man. I think what they have to do is shorten that season and have the playoffs happen during the preseason games of NFL. That's what I think they should do. It shouldn't have to compete with the NFL regular games. That's Superdan's opinion. Shouldn't have to compete with all that. But it is what it is. It's set up the way it is. And regardless, this is when baseball's at its best. Of course, you got NFL. You have college football. Pretty crazy stuff. Now, I'm blessed to live in Nevada in the sense that we can bet on these games using an app. But I understand that the Supreme Court kind of opened the pathway to getting sports betting across the country to those states that want to have it. And that may change things, but right now, as it stands, I think Nevada and New Jersey are the only states that I'm aware of. I don't even know if it's New Jersey yet. I don't know. Maybe some of you guys in New Jersey could tell me if you're able to bet on sports on your phones yet. But I know in Nevada you can, and you could bet as little as $1. You could bet dollar parlays. You could bet a straight game for like $2 or $3. You can't beat it. You don't have to wait in line to place a sports bet. It's pretty cool. I mean, I bet several games a week for $2, $3, $4, $5, $10. It's pretty cool, and you can bet the higher wages too for those of you who are more whalish and like to put in some action. You can do that as well. So I kind of took it in a shirt today. I did bet on the over on the Dodgers game today, and it didn't quite make it. The Dodgers won 6-0, but the over-under was 7, so I didn't get that. I did get the over on the Patriots game tonight, and boy, they scored a lot of points. Very exciting game from what I saw. I saw the fourth quarter. I saw an amazing Tom Brady throw for a touchdown. That was just his 500th throw, and it was beautiful. Or was it 500th touchdown? I can't remember now. But whatever he did, it was pretty awesome. I wish I had an arm like that. So yeah, very exciting in the sports world. Very exciting indeed. So we are working our way down the Rough Rider Sweet Cigars, and I'm digging it. I am digging it, man. It's good, man. And we're going to keep rolling with this thing. We're going to keep rolling. Wilbur. Smoke 'em if you got 'em. I'll be right back, man. Hello, I'm back. Did you miss me? I'm back. I'm still driving. Making my way home. Smoking a nice cigar after a long night of work. Superman work swings. I'm a casino dealer on the strip. and you get used to it. It has its positives and negatives, just like any other working man shift. Superdan is all for the working man, and especially in the United States. I think the working man has been getting the short end of the stick for the last 30, 40 years. And I'm hoping that they get lifted up, because we need them. We need the salt of the earth. We need the workers, the truck drivers. We need the street sweepers. We need the people that work with the hands. We need stuff made in America again. I really believe that, and that is universal. That stretches across both aisles of the court. That stretches across both aisles of Congress. We need to take care of the salt of the earth, of the bottom of the pyramid. We haven't been doing that, And I don't care who it is. I don't care who it is. Just help out the working man. That's all I got to say. At any rate, I'm about to take off the band. So far I've smoked 5 of these, and the band has come off flawlessly. So we're going to see right here. No exception. The band came off flawlessly. Look at that. Very nice. I do want to say, don't worry about Superman's safety doing this. I set up the phone in such a way that I am never taking my eyes off the road, even when I'm looking at the phone. So, don't worry about that. I am keeping my eyes on the road. Because we're on the road. We're mobile. Woohoo! Da 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 da. Because I'm mobile. Da, da, da. I love that song. Can't remember the lyrics to save my life. The Who. Pete Townsend. Going mobile. And our cigar review. Maybe the first time, maybe the last time. I don't know. I'll be back. Hello. Yeah, Superdan. Dealing in the desert. You're watching the YouTube channel, The Super Daniel 1970. I am your humble host, Superdan. This is the show dealing in the desert. Let's get it straight. Just found out that yes, indeed, it is Tom Brady's 500th reception touchdown. That's what I thought it was. So he threw his 500th reception touchdown today, in a very magnificent fashion, I gotta admit. I have no love and I have no hate for Tom Brady. He is who he is, but you got to recognize, something amazing when you see it. Right? Right. Cigar is still going strong. Still enjoying the taste very much. We're still smoking this sucker. Still smoking this sucker. Sucker. Once again, remember that on my 5th cigar review, I am going to ask a cigar-related question. You got to be over 21. You got to be in the continental United States to win. And a mailing address. And basically, I'm going to ask a question, and the first one to get it right in the comments below, okay? In the comments below, will get a complimentary cigar, everything paid for by Superdan, because you deserve it. You deserve it. Alright? It's amazing. My father is sort of like a closet Mormon. I grew up in a Jewish family, very reformed, okay? But my father is kind of a closet Mormon. He doesn't drink, he doesn't smoke, he works hard as hell, and he's just one of those guys. But my father's father, who I don't really remember. He died when I was super young. Enjoyed cigars. He enjoyed a good drink and cocktail. I think my dad said his favorite drink was a rusty nail, believe it or not. And I've tried rusty nails, and even though it kind of tastes like a rusty nail, it's actually not too bad. But his favorite drink was his rusty nail. But he also liked to gamble a little bit too. And I think I would have had a lot in common with this guy. I wish he was still alive. I really do. I think about him now and then. How I I'm similar, much more similar to him than I am with my father in a lot of ways. Except in one way, he was a big entrepreneur guy. He had a very successful electronic business back in the 50s and 60s. I think it was called Monarch Electronics. If he ran it right, it would have been as big as Pioneer, if you remember Pioneer, speakers and sound. But how the story goes, how my dad told it, was that he sold his business with paper, on paper to Japanese investors. This was back sometime in the late 60s, I guess. Maybe early 70s, very early 70s. And it was worthless. He got taken. And my dad said that it destroyed him so much, he ended up getting a heart attack and died. Not not the most uplifting story, but there could be a lesson somewhere learned in there. But at the time he had his business, he was very successful. It made a lot of money back in those days. But I don't know. I just thought about that anecdote. I think about him now and again when I'm smoking cigars and having a good cocktail or playing a little bit in the casinos. I think about my grandfather. Maybe there's somebody in your family that you might think about when you're doing this kind of stuff once in a while. A little reminiscent thoughts. So I will be back with a final review of the Rough Rider Cigar Sweets and Robusto. This is Dealing in the Desert Superdan with the mobile cigar review. All right, boys and girls and children of all ages, we're going to finish up this cigar review of the Rough Rider Sweet and Robusto. There's nothing rough about it. It's very smooth smoke. I would say it's almost an oxymoron to call this rough. It's so smooth. Delicious smoke, guys. What can I say? A very good smoke for $2.80, which is what I paid for these cigars. Can't beat it. So the price, just like my brother from another mother, Lee Mac 912, the price gets 5 stars. No doubt about it, 5 stars. You're not going to get a better price for this quality of a cigar. I just can't see it. I know it's possible, and maybe one day I'll eat my words, but for $2.80, very premium quality cigar. So there you go. The taste was delicious, minus a sweet tip, which I actually would prefer it didn't have, believe it or not, or do it right. I'm not going to say it's horrible, and I know why they did it, but I like a sweetened tip without the glue taste, without the licking the back of the stamps. You know what I mean? Now, like I said, you could diminish that. If you have some water with you, you can put a little bit of water on it, rub it, and you can get rid of that. But I still taste it. On a Drew Estate Isla del Sol, it'll be gone already. But I still taste that sweetness on the tip. So I'm gonna have to knock it down a little bit because of that sweetened tip. We'll give it 4.25 stars on the taste. The tobacco taste was terrific, but you know, and the construction was very good. Look at that wrap. That wrap is beautiful. Burn line has been terrific. Construction gets 4.75 stars. So, all in all, we're going to give this a rating, a very high rating of 4.75 stars. Wow. Great rating for such an inexpensive cigar. So, yeah, we're going to end it here. Thank you guys for watching. Please, if you haven't already, subscribe so you don't miss anything. Let's get those subscriber numbers up. Click the thumbs up, comment down below. Support the channel, guys. Support the channel. Here is the email address to PayPal. I am no longer on Patreon. You can send a few bucks my way. It'll help cover the costs of doing this show, of the cigars, of the plastic models, of the internet access, of the devices, all that stuff. All that gobbledygook. But watching is always free. And like other cigar reviewers have said, you know, that's not why we're doing this, boys and girls. We're not doing this to get rich. That's for sure. Take care, guys. Light her up. Light up your ashes. Smoke them if you got them. Fair winds and following seas. Have a great day. This is Superdan dealing in the desert. I'll see you on the next one. Cheers and bless you all. Ciao.